What is mana?
Magic, isn't it? Magic. But you want to know how it works? You'll have to ask Caldrum or someone. I just see the results.
There's magic out there, and you dig fields. You must feel pretty pathetic.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that.
Why should I help you?
Because you want to be safe. Because you don't want to get close and personal with an alb or a rotboar or worse. Because I'm the only guy holding back the whole of hostile Edan myself.
You are right.
Oh, thank the pilgrim's sweet smile. Finally. I knew you looked like a good one.
I'll find Alvar.
I was hoping you'd say that. You could start by asking Drogue. He's probably on duty over at the town gate. If anyone knows where Alvar is, it's Drogue. Those two are best buddies.
Eldor, I've heard you're causing trouble with the Eisenclan.
What about it?
Do you have a problem with the Eisenclan?
It's not me with the problem. It's that self-important pinchstick Orin who has the problem. He won't serve me, or anyone else from the Hammer Clan. You want to do a 10-day stretch of guard duty and then find out you can't even get a beer at the end of it?
Why won't Orin serve you?
You'd have to commune with the Pilgrim to answer that one, because I don't know. One minute Orin will serve us, the next minute he won't even let us in the tavern. What's all this got to do with you?
Cormac doesn't want conflict between the clans.
Well, someone needs to speak to Orin then. It's that self-important sack of ass grapes that is the problem, not me. You get him to change his mind. And let the Hammer Clan back in the tavern. That will sort everything out.
Don't worry, I have your back.
What have we here? Welcome to the Berserkers. You want to make it all the way to the top? You must observe our sacred traditions. Most sacred of all, never have an empty glass. Tell me, what brings you here?
Is this your tavern?
It is indeed. Tavern, home from home, resting place for the hard-working man. We offer shelter to all loyal Berserkers. You want something to drink?
The Hammer Clan sent me.
Ah, that's a shame. Bar's just closed.
Then open it. You're going to serve the Hammer Clan from now on.
Am I? Strange. Here was me thinking I decided who gets served. And I don't have any reasons why I should change my mind.
Serve them, or I'll kill you.
Straight to the threats, eh? You think a tavern keeper doesn't get talk like that every day? All right, hard man. Let's see you outside, in front of the tavern.
That's it, I'm out of here.
So, you want me to start serving the Hammer Clan again, do you? Then draw your weapon, and show me how seriously you want it.
So you aren't that stupid app. Go and bother someone else.
That's it, I'm out of here.
So, I have to go.
Do you really want to do this again?
Do you know a berserker named Alvar?
Oh yeah, I know Alvar. That asshole almost tore down half the tavern with his friend Argor a few days ago. Those two drink harder than anyone I've seen drink for a long time. I haven't seen Alvar since. If you find him, you tell him not to show his face in here again.
Do you know where Alvar could be?
No, and I don't want to. You could ask his drinking buddy Argor, down at the pit. He's about the only one talking to Alvar these days.
Draw your weapon.
You haven't had enough? As you will. Come here.
Up, you can stop there. Entry into the pit is only for authorized personnel.
I'm looking for a guard called Alvar.
Well, you won't find him here. So, be on your way.
Alvar is needed on duty. Elder sent me.
Has he skipped duty again? I'm afraid I haven't seen him for a few days. Last time I saw him, we had a real session. He had some really hard stuff with him. I woke up next day under the balcony of Ragnar's stronghold. I've no idea where Alvar went. All I know is we caused some real trouble. My wife's still not speaking to me.
Should I check the area around Ragnar's fortress then?
Sure, you can do that.
Why are you messing with technology?
You patch them up, I want to give people a chance to fight back. If I can pull this off, you will have fewer wounds.
Can you heal my wounds?
Let me have a look. You don't seem to have any broken bones. Here, I think this will aid you.
Thank you.
We are here to heal. Besides, the more people who can patch themselves up, the less time we'll have to spend picking up the pieces.
Are you happy now?
Find someone else to talk to.
Not now.
Hello. If you want to rest, you should find yourself a spot and relax. And if you are hungry, we can surely find you something to eat.
Thank you.
Welcome. I hope you have been shown kindness here. To foreigners, it may seem that we only live in a manner that is in accordance with the law. But we have a place for any wanderers and lost souls who are ready to swear off their old lives. So, wherever you came from, your help is welcome. What's the point in us seeking to rebuild the world if we continue fighting? We need to build one world, together. I hope you can see that.
What is this building?
A rare relic of the old world, hey? If you want, go up to one of the higher balconies and have a look at the view. You will get an idea how beautiful it must have been here before the comet struck. It seems the people of the old world understood the value of that even back before the Great Fall.
Why do you build these huts then?
This place might be a good choice for defense, but it doesn't exactly connect us with nature. We all need to be rooted in the natural world. We all need to remember our place in it. You, me, all the people here, we are all part of Magalan.
How long have you been with the Berserkers?
I was born here, and I can't imagine a better place.
What's so good about it?
As Eisenfaust said, of all the places and all the people in Magalan, the planet chose us to give magic to. And Eisenfaust wasn't exactly known for his poetic side. With respect for all his great feats, he was a bit of a miserable bastard, to be honest. We have organized our lives around the essential things in life. You do not need everything you think you need.
I could get used to life here.
Good. Good. I would wish that for you. You will find safety here, and purpose. Ragnar will help you find your place. He can sound severe, I know, but there are pressures on him, and he wants the best for us.
Tell me about Ragnar.
Ragnar the Fierce? Ragnar, son of Bajar? He is warlord of the Hooded Crows. Warlord, warrior, leader, and my husband.
You're married?
Why would I marry someone whose expression is that of thunder over the mountains? That is when he is carrying the weight of his clan. Then he is a warlord. I married the man.
How did Ragnar become warlord?
Hard work, dedication, and popularity.
Tell me the real story.
Do you mean, is there a deep, dark secret? A tale of rivalry and assassination to rise to the top? No, I'm afraid it's a tale of skill, ability, and dedication. He was named Berserker when he was a teen. Served his time in the fields as a cultivator. He was seen defending the seedlings from mutants and was named warrior on the spot. When he was a child, Ragnar met Eisenfaust, and I think that left its mark. He wanted to be that man, and he is, just with more of a sense of humor. In their hour of need, the Berserkers call for another Eisenfaust, and in Ragnar, I believe they have him.
Is there something you need doing here?
There are always things that need doing here, and helping out will gain you notice for promotion. Of course, for the highest ranks, we must all look to the warlords to be promoted. Ask in Goliath, and you'll find tasks to match your skills. But there is one thing I need help with. Though I warn you, it could be dangerous.
What sort of dangerous?
The regular kind. If you've come from beyond the walls, it won't be anything new to you. Our scouts reported that a few clerics were recently attacked by mutants. Let's just say that despite all their technology, the clerics came off worse. But the weapons they left behind, lying about out there, are a problem. They could cause a great deal of damage in the wrong hands. I want you to collect them and take them to Yora. You'll find him at the pit. He and the workers there make sure such technology is made safe.
I will find the weapons.
Thank you. The sooner we can put them into the right hands, the better. ELEX, mutants, technology. We have a long way to go to save Magalan.
Where should I look for these weapons?
The patrol reported that some animals chased the clerics into a set of ruins. None of the clerics came out again. Sadly, that means I am certain they were killed there. If that's the case, then their weapons will still be there, in the ruins to the northwest. You can recognize them by the river that bisects them. Reach them and bring the weapons back to Goliath.
Why didn't your patrol bring the weapons back?
There were too many mutants. The clerics seemed to have stirred them up and had half the mutants in the area after them. The area is quieter now, but Ragnar has had to assign the warriors from the patrol to other tasks. That's why I hope you can go.
I found Alvar.
Oh, great. And what excuse did he have for not turning up?
A pretty good one. He's dead.
Excuse me, what? I asked you to bring him here, not kill him.
Well, I didn't. He managed it himself. He took a chem overdose.
Asshole. Couldn't even take Kendrite.
Do you know who sold Alvar the chem?
Me? I didn't even know where Alvar was. But I hope someone finds that drug-beating stretcher Raptor gut and puts him out of our misery. I'll have to risk it and go to Cormac myself. And hope I don't get exiled for abandoning my post while I do. Thanks for taking care of that. Good to know some fly-bitten wanderer I've never met before cares about me more than my own superiors. Take this elixir, and the humble thanks of the mighty warrior they left in charge of a whole sector. Stop using that here. This is no place for technology.
Later, all right?
Kral's diary. No sign of the man. But let's see if he has left me a clue in here. Last entry. First the ELEX devours him. Now it devours me. But I have no choice. Surely to steal is better than to kill. If I don't act now, then death must follow. So, the choice is made, and we must both go into the mausoleum. Perhaps we can live in this house of the dead. Either this guy is reliving teenage poetry, or I just found out where he went. I should tell Caldrum.
Stop messing around with that technology, will you?
Well, I found Kral's diary.
Where did you find it? And does it tell you anything useful?
By the balcony of Ragnar's stronghold. Kral wrote about a mausoleum outside of Goliet. Maybe he went there.
Then he has picked the perfect place to hide. I don't know anyone who would go willing into that mausoleum to search for him. It is a place for the dead.
I'll go, if you tell me where it is.
Very well. You will find the mausoleum in the area outside Goliet that is down below the pit, southeast towards the World Heart. Tread carefully, though. People are telling stories of some sort of undead creature there. Not that I believe in such things myself.
Will you trade me some mana for ELEX?
Gladly.
Stop your sneaking.
What are you doing here? You should go. This place is dangerous. You should move on.
You're Krell, the guard from the Mana Shrine, right?
Yeah. You've come looking for me then, huh? And you came running, did you?
You took the ELEX from the Mana Shrine.
Who says I did? You know how much ELEX sells for? Lots of people want to steal it.
Why did you steal the ELEX?
What's that to you?
I've not seen you before.
Tell me what happened. Maybe I won't give you up.
How can I be sure of that?
I could lie to Cauldron.
Why would you do that?
Persuade me. Use your chance to get out of this, or leave it. Your choice.
Who says there's anything to explain? ELEX, it's worth a lot. I took it. I sold it.
You wouldn't be hiding out here if you had.
Maybe I like mausoleums. Go on, ask your questions.
Why do you need ELEX?
I am not hiding. Have you met the mutant here?
No.
That is my brother, Grimmer. The Albs captured him and took him to that converter. They were going to throw him in. He escaped somehow, but the converter had changed him. I don't know how he survived, but whatever that machine did to him, it's left him needing ELEX. If he goes without it for any time, then he's in pain. Without it, I know he'll die. He's my brother. And sometimes I wonder if I did the right thing in saving him.
You should end his suffering.
He's my brother. I know he's still in there somewhere. If we can keep him alive, I can get him back. I can't give up on him.
You're feeding ELEX to your brother?
I'm controlling it. Trying to lessen the dose each time. I'm weaning him off it, I'm sure. I keep going, I can get him back. When he's better, I'll go back to Goliad. I'll explain everything to Cauldron. Until then, I can't. They wouldn't understand what I'm doing.
You can keep the ELEX.
Yeah, great. I wouldn't have given it to you anyway. What will you say to Cauldron?
I'll say I found your corpse.
Dead should answer the question. They won't look for a dead man. Maybe. I can explain that. If I go back in the future, say the body was mutilated, I'll say that I planted things on it. I hope I can go back to Goliad after my brother's cured. I have to take care of my brother.
About Kral.
Yes?
I found Kral. He's dead.
And his crime has been paid for. Did you find the ELEX there with him?
No, there was no ELEX.
I feared as much. No doubt it has already fallen into the wrong hands. Thank you for your efforts. You achieved more than the guards did. One question at least now has an answer. Something has occurred to me. Perhaps you could help me with something.
What do you need?
I need someone less conspicuous than myself to do some inquiring. You see, I need some answers, but if I start asking questions, it might be as bad as me outright condemning the man in question. Suspicion sticks and people can start to see someone as guilty, even if there is nothing wrong. So, that is why I'd like you to do the asking. You see, there is a cultivator by the name of Ulrich, a willing and capable berserker. But there has been a change in him of late. Something I can't quite put my finger on. I would like you to speak to him and see if you can find out what is troubling him.
What do you suspect Ulrich's problem is?
Well, that's the issue. Suspicion is all I have. You see, Ulrich has continued with his tasks. He is polite and helpful, but there is a distance. He isn't as open as he used to be.
How can I find out what's wrong?
Just talk with him. See if you get the same feeling. He is someone who loves what he does. You should have no trouble getting him talking about his work in the seeding fields. It has long been a passion of his. But maybe that's it. Maybe he's seeking promotion, or maybe he's just having a bad day. Whatever it is, he served us well, and if there is something wrong, I'd like to help him. I don't want him to be afraid to tell me of problems.
Fucking monster! These fucking mutants. They're so desperate for ELEX, they even try eating the mana from the seedlings. All that work, ruined by damn rotboars.
There's mana in the seedlings?
Of course. We feed them with it. But mana is made from ELEX, right? The mutants can feel that. They think if they eat the plants, they'll get the ELEX. But they get mana instead. At least that makes them weaker. Then they're easier to kill off. But only after they've done the damage. That doesn't help me keep the seedlings alive, though. And that's my task. I look after all the seedlings here. Wait a moment. You look familiar to me. Yeah, I've seen you somewhere before.
You must be mistaken. We've not met.
I didn't say we'd met, just that I recognized you, but no. You couldn't be him. I mean, what would an Alb commander be doing here in Goliath? I mean, what? You just decided to stop conquering Magalan and hang out here with me instead? That'd be crazy. But, you know, you do look really like him. You should be careful. If someone else recognizes you, thinks they recognize you, then you'd never get back to the Ice Palace.
So, your job is to protect these plants from mutants.
Happy. I've got the most important job in Goliath. Hey, maybe even on Magalan. Protecting the seedlings, that's the law. World hearts are to be protected from everyone and everything. Not that these little baby seedlings are world hearts yet. But now Boren's had the mana delivery from Caldrim, we can start cultivating them again, and then, who knows? World hearts, proper world hearts, are rare. But maybe, just maybe, one of these little things will make it to maturity.
Are you happy working for Caldrim?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not always so easy. Caldrim is pretty strict about how the plants are grown and what you do with them, and, well, how are we gonna learn like that? You think the first cultivators just stood and watched things grow? The first mages just waited for magic? No, they tried things. They experimented.
Is there a way to stop the mutants from eating the plants?
Yeah, I mean, if we can't grow many world hearts, maybe we should try growing them differently. Maybe we could breed them so that the mutants wouldn't eat them. But we're not allowed to try, which is crazy. I mean, imagine what we could do. And not just to seedlings. If mana does that to a plant, imagine what it could do to a person. If we don't try, we won't progress.
What do you think of Born?
He's a good boss. I enjoy working with him. He cuts me some slack, gives me some time of my own. That gives me a chance to, well, do some experiments sometimes. Just try a few things to see if I can help the seedlings.
And is everything all right out here? There's nothing getting you down?
Just the usual. The mutants, the low success rate in growing world hearts, the occasional bit of grief from the boss, but nothing too bad. You know, nothing worth talking about.
Why are world hearts so rare?
I don't know. I mean, berserkers have been studying them since before I was born. I think they found one out in the wild. I heard they were going to destroy it because it was, you know, a mutant plant. Then they realized this thing was making everything else grow. They've been learning how to cultivate more world hearts since then, but it's hard. Even since they learned to feed them with mana.
It sounds like you really care about your job.
You know, yes, I do. I want to see the seedlings live. I want to see more world hearts. I just wish that the others could see how I could help them achieve that.
How do you think you can improve the seedling crop?
And that's just the seedlings. There've not been many experiments on people since some narrow-minded warlord banned them. I think we should at least talk about trying that again. If feeding mana to plants in these doses can make world hearts, what would happen if we got the dose right with people? Any experiment. It's going to take someone to show the way, to blaze the trail, to be the first.
It takes courage to be the first.
Well, I was thinking about mana and seedlings and us, right? The ELEX, the normal ELEX that the Albs are after, that makes them stronger. That's why they're so scary. So I thought, what if we did that with mana? I mean, it's been purified by the plants, so it should be all right, yeah? And if it makes us stronger, like the Albs, then we'd stand more of a chance. We could take them on. So I extracted the juice from a seedling and I drank it. And I felt like I understood everything.
Do you have any of that juice for me?
What? What? No. It was a mature seedling, you see. You're lucky if you get one of those every 6 months or so. The rest don't make it. That's why world hearts are so rare, you see? And the little ones, they don't change the ELEX like the mature ones. I've got to wait to try again, but I'm telling you, one more dose, maybe two, and I'll become something else. Something that can fight the elves.
One more dose?
One more mature seedling, and I could solve this question. I know it. I can show everyone the way. We can win this war. All this can be over. You believe me, right? So, let's keep this between ourselves. You will get more juice. I promise. I should go now. I have to make this work.
We'll talk later, yeah?
Not now. Take your business elsewhere.
About Auric.
Did you find out what happened to him?
Yes. I have some information for you.
Good, good. Please, tell me everything. Those idiots from the Hammer Clan. How can they think that that was a good idea? Well, I thank you for the information. Now, I must see that justice is done.
Hey, did you know there were some weapons brought back here to Goliad? Energy weapons taken from the clerics? I'd be interested in getting a look at them, if you know how I could get a chance to do that.
Be careful. You know I could get you exiled for even asking about that.
Yes, of course. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Listen, what I need is some help. Let's be straight. You recently tracked down a pair of cleric weapons, didn't you?
Is that an accusation?
This is a small town with lots of big mouths. There aren't really that many secrets. So, have you given those weapons over to the pit? Or do you still have them? I know some people who would be happy to pay for them. The berserkers don't want them. The clerics do.
What will you pay me for them?
Of course, of course. I can offer you ELEX if you give them to me. That would only be fair. And should you wish to learn more about technology, I could point you to where answers can be found.
No, your Elexit isn't worth the risk.
Then superstition wins over reason. A loss for us all. Go, hand them in. A shame. I thought you would be clearer thinking than the others here.
Tell me more about the clerics.
You know about the comet that struck our planet? Well, back before the impact, Magellan had technology that could take you into space, or to the bottom of the ocean.
So?
So the clerics want to see that golden age return. We don't want to abandon all the things our people achieved. The clerics think that with Kalan's guidance, technology can sort out this mess of a planet. That it can mean safety and progress for all the free people.
Hey, what's that you're hiding there?
What are you talking about?
There, on your arm. What is that?
It's an adjuter. Haven't you seen one before?
I've seen one. I've seen several. It's ELEX technology, and that sort of device is forbidden to berserkers here in Goliath. Carrying a piece like that openly on your arm could get you into trouble.
I'm not carrying it. It's an implant.
An implant? Well, that gives you a reason for not removing it. Well, you don't look like an owl. Too much color in your cheeks, too much shine in your eyes. That and you've not tried to kill me. Still, best you know that should you find any other ELEX technology on your travels, you should take it to the pit for disposal.
How do you get anything done without technology?
We haven't rejected technology completely. We have rejected ELEX technology. And as you can see around you, we have done fine without it. A clean life. Life as it was before the comet. Life grown from mana. Now, that's a better use for ELEX than building devices. So we collect technology, extract the ELEX from it, and throw the scrap into the pit.
The pit?
That's where we take all forbidden technology. Once the ELEX has been extracted there, it goes to the mana shrine, and the junk left over goes down into the pit. We cure the soil of ELEX's poison and use it for healing. You will find our healers on the upper ring. They'll show you how we use its power.
Why not do this and use technology?
You sound like one of those technophiles, looking forward and not knowing their history. Listen, there are books from the Great Fall that say there were other ways to power machines, but that most of them poisoned the air and the soil. And so, Amric and the Forefathers decreed that all technology that poisoned our world should be forbidden. And right at the time machines were forsworn, and we started to make Magellan pure again, mana was given to us. Magic is nature's reward for our rejection of technology. And if you have magic, why would you want technology? So the Alps pump ELEX into themselves, the clerics feed it to machines, and we transmute it into magic.
Surely technology makes life easier.
Such is temptation. The Alps take ELEX, they get stronger, but what have they become?
Victorious. They're beating you.
In the short term. They don't even know what they're fighting for. How can they ever be victorious if they let themselves become machines? They have a love of ELEX, a need for it, but as to why, if we knew that, perhaps we could talk with them. But they have retreated into Zakor, only to be seen when they come to kill. And they're changing, becoming less human. While our mana helps us cast magic, it's toxic to the Alps.
But Alps can cast magic.
Yes. Now there is something I don't understand.
So if you need ELEX, why do you want to get rid of it?
Amrek's paradox. We are told ELEX is the center of all ills in the world, and yet it is also the cure. So we collect it, transmute it, and hope we can win the race against those who would use it for destruction. You could help us with that.
You want me to collect ELEX?
You must have seen that monster made of metal that sits on the horizon? That Alb converter?
What about it?
The Albs built it to refine ELEX here in Edan, but our warriors forced them to abandon it. That machine is a thing abhorrent to nature. But we can make use of it. Well, of the ELEX in it. Amrek's paradox. Let's take that horror and make it magic. It won't be an easy task, but I need to get some parts from the converter that have a high ELEX concentration in them. Can you do that?
And if I get caught bringing ELEX into Goliath?
You have my absolute word that this is official business. I told you, we need this. Amrek and the Pilgrim agree. Magic is nature's cure. Technology, its curse. The World Hearts will purify Magalan without the need for machines. It's up to us to tidy up the mess that those machines have already made.
If ELEX is so bad, why do you trade using Elexit?
You mean, why not turn it into mana?
It's ELEX, isn't it?
Yes, but the concentration in it is just too low to produce mana. Maybe one day we'll manage it, but until then, it's useful. Everyone spends it, so we do too. I'm glad it's the Pilgrim and the Warlord who have to decide all these things. It makes my head hurt.
So, you won't be confiscating my Elexit?
Oh, we need as much of it as possible to buy the things we need. So please, trade while you're here.
I will get you the converter parts you want.
Good. Great. Thank you. Be careful, though. Last guy we sent disappeared. He promised he'd be back quickly. Never seen again.
I have some cleric weapons for you.
Now that is a find. Now to get the ELEX out of these things. First have to remove the cover from the holder and...
Are you going to give me all the details?
No, your work is done. And thank you.
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
We're a team. I'm ready if you are.
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
We're a team. I'm ready if you are.
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
We're a team. I'm ready if you are.
I know why Elder is angry.
So he told you why he was making trouble?
Orin has barred the Hammer Clan from the tavern.
And the only thing that starts men complaining faster than an empty stomach is an empty flagon. You seem to have a gift for getting people to talk. I want you to use that gift and find a way to persuade Orin to lift his ban. I will see what Angram knows about this. If the Ison clan are allowed into that tavern, then the Hammer clan must be too.
Teach me something.
Sure.
You should talk to someone else. I can't help you.
I'm watching you. I don't have any time right now.
I don't know enough about that. I don't know enough about that. I don't know enough about that. I don't know enough about that.
Well, if you believe what they say, then the past was very different from today.
About my support. I don't work for free.
Nor should you. A man must know his value.
Then you will pay me?
You will get paid for the tasks you're given.
You could pay more.
A man should know his value. You will get paid, and you should be satisfied with the rewards you're given. No one will cheat you here. But you should not expect charity.
Is there anything else that I can do for you?
You seem to take this seriously. That's good. Since I can't pass off my duties onto you, you will have to make yourself useful in another way. The cultivators are constantly bothering me with their requests. That needs to stop. Oh, and Irdor hasn't sent back any reports from the World Heart lately. Find out if he's all right, and if he needs anything. As you can see, there's always something to do here.
Where is the World Heart?
To the south of Goliath, down the path. Chances are he's just busy tending to it. But I don't want to leave that to chance. We cannot afford for anything bad to happen to it.
What do I need to do?
Ask around the city. Help the people here, and they will give a good report of you to the warlord of their clan. Some are overburdened, or are doing things that are not in line with the law. Lend them a hand, and uphold our rules.
And that means...
Don't do anything forbidden by our laws. It is that simple.
How am I doing?
My wife seems to hold you in great favor. It seems you weren't able to find the stolen ELEX for Caldrum. You must do more if you want to fit in here. Earn those pledges, and you will earn my approval.
That is illogical.
The weapons have been removed from circulation. Jorah will render them unusable.
Then the law has been served. Thank you. You honor us and yourself with your actions. I hope you will find a place here with us. Goliath is a welcoming home to all who wish it.
no. I'm not, no. I'm not, no. I'm not, no. I'm not good enough for that.
Not now, not now. Watch that thing! Put that weapon away. Glad you got it. Watch that thing! Put that weapon away. Glad you got it. Watch that thing! Watch that thing! Glad you got it. Watch that thing! Glad you got it.
Hello, stranger. I have the best goods that you could ever need during your travels.
Then show me what you have.
Only the best for an adventurer like you.
Ugh.